Respect. It's something we all want, but not everyone knows how to earn it. We live in a world where respect can seem elusive, especially in an age dominated by social media, fast-paced living, and superficial interactions. But here's the truth. If you want to be respected, you don't need to change who you are. You just need to start embodying certain principles. If you follow these 5 essential practices, people will not only respect you, but they'll look up to you, trust you, and value your presence. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a roadmap to command respect in any situation. Before we dive into the how, let's talk about why respect is so important. Throughout history, philosophers, leaders, and thinkers have emphasized the significance of respect, not just for others, but for oneself. The Roman philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "The respect of those you respect is worth more than the applause of the multitude." Respect isn't about popularity. It's about being valued for your character, integrity, and actions. Today, we're going to explore 5 key strategies you can use to immediately earn respect from others, no matter where you are or what you do. And remember, respect is something that's cultivated over time, but these practices will start making a difference right away. First and foremost, respect comes from consistency. People respect those who are reliable and predictable in the best way. If you say you're going to do something, do it. If you commit to an idea or principle, stand by it. Consistency builds trust, and trust is the foundation of respect. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle believed that excellence is a habit, not an act. In his words, "We are what we repeatedly do." It's not about making grand gestures or being perfect. It's about consistently showing up with integrity. When people see that you follow through on your promises, they will begin to trust and respect you because they know they can count on you. For example, think of the people in your life who you deeply respect. Chances are, one of the reasons you respect them is because they're reliable. They do what they say, and their actions align with their values. You can do the same. One of the most underrated ways to earn respect is through the power of listening. In a world where everyone is eager to share their opinion or talk about themselves, being the person who listens deeply stands out. People crave being heard and understood, and when you give them that, they'll respect you for it. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." By listening more than you talk, you demonstrate humility and wisdom. You show others that you value their perspective, which, in turn, makes them value yours. Practically speaking, this means practicing active listening, making eye contact, nodding in acknowledgement, and asking thoughtful questions. When you truly listen, you create an environment where others feel respected, and they'll naturally respect you in return. If you want people to respect you, you need to respect yourself first. And one of the best ways to do that is by setting clear boundaries and defending them when necessary. Boundaries are about knowing your worth and not allowing others to take advantage of your time, energy, or kindness. The American author and speaker Brené Brown, who has done extensive research on vulnerability and courage, said, "Daring to set boundaries is about having the courage to love ourselves, even when we risk disappointing others." When you establish boundaries, you communicate that your time and energy are valuable and that you won't tolerate disrespect. This makes people think twice before overstepping, and it commands respect. It's important to remember that boundaries aren't just about saying no to others. They're also about saying yes to yourself. Respect yourself enough to know what you deserve, and others will follow suit. There's a fine line between arrogance and confidence, and people respect those who can strike the balance. Confidence is about knowing your strengths and abilities, while humility is about recognizing that you don't have all the answers and that there's always room for growth. Lao Tzu, The ancient Chinese philosopher once said, "He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened." Self-awareness is key to earning respect. When you're confident in who you are, but humble enough to admit when you're wrong or don't know something, you demonstrate a level of maturity that others admire. Confidence without humility comes across as arrogance, and people are less likely to respect someone who seems full of themselves. On the other hand, humility without confidence can make you seem unsure or passive. The key is to balance the two, to own your strengths without boasting, and to acknowledge your weaknesses without self-deprecating. Lastly, one of the most powerful ways to earn respect is by standing up for your values, even when it's difficult. People respect those who have strong convictions and are willing to defend them, especially in moments of adversity. This doesn't mean being confrontational or argumentative, but rather having the courage to speak your truth when it matters. One of history's most respected figures, Nelson Mandela, said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Standing up for what you believe in takes courage, and it's something people deeply respect because it shows integrity and strength of character. It's easy to go along with the crowd or avoid conflict, but when you stand firm in your beliefs, whether it's in your personal life, your work, or your community, you inspire others to do the same. People may not always agree with you, but they will respect you for having the conviction to stand by your principles. Respect is about more than just being liked or admired. It's about earning trust, demonstrating integrity, and consistently showing up as your best self. The 5 practices we've discussed today, being consistent, listening more, setting boundaries, balancing humility with confidence, and standing up for your beliefs, are all ways to cultivate respect in your everyday life. It's important to remember that respect isn't something you demand. It's something you earn through your actions. And once you have it, it becomes a powerful force that can elevate your relationships, your career, and your self-worth. So, start implementing these practices today and watch how the people around you begin to respect and value you in ways you never thought possible.